Quickly share with you what HP has to offer to both our customers and partners alike as a technology partner when you look at storage infrastructure space. Now, as we look at any IT infrastructure today, there is a sprawl of different kind of business applications, whether it is related to productivity, whether it is related to enterprise resource planning, whether it is messaging, whether it is file services. But what really that is translating to is a sprawl of infrastructure which comprises compute, which comprises storage, network, etc. And a lot of amount of time is actually spent towards managing this infrastructure. And the focus which is left for the organizations to focus on the core business area in terms of percentage of time is really reduced to on the lower side. So what HP is really trying to work towards is creating an infrastructure which is designed to be implemented with ease. And the concept that we are working towards delivering this technology is called converged infrastructure. So essentially, the objective is to make our customers and partners alike look at solutions which are easy to deploy, which are flexible, and which doesn't translate to complexity in the infrastructure. So whether it is infrastructure starting from compute to the network to the storage and managing all of them together. So HP is delivering solutions which are built around the converged infrastructure platform, and storage forms a very, very integral part of these solution infrastructures. Now, if I really have to look at any business requirement from the storage perspective, what we look at from application side is the ability to deliver the application performance in terms of the response times that applications will expect, in terms of the user response times. We are transitioning our data center infrastructure from one level to another because I am moving from one generation of technology to another. So HP is helping our customers move from the older generation to the new generation infrastructure deployments, and in the process also enabling our customers to have protection around their business information. To offer a comprehensive portfolio of solutions around all of this, if I have to really segregate the business needs from storage side, my need is first to store the data, because that's the data which is going to be used for my online applications or production. Therefore, I have a portfolio of solutions around the store part. Once I have the information which is generated and which is getting stored, I need to protect it. So there are portfolio of solutions around the protect segment where I have different devices, different ecosystems. Then we optimize because the data is really growing. When we look at any kind of statistics around the globe here, what we really seeing is the exponential growth in digital information. And now one of the biggest challenges that organizations are looking towards handling are, how do I really optimize my capacity growth? So HP is helping our customers and partners alike to deploy and adopt solutions which are towards optimizing the data center capacities. And when you have a sprawl of different infrastructure elements, whether it's compute, application, or the storage, you need to have utilities which can simplify the manageability. So HP is delivering solutions which can really help you manage the sprawl of the setup with much ease. If I really have to look at the length and breadth of the portfolio today, possibly HP stands differentiated in this planet in terms of the capabilities to offer varied solutions, whether it is a SME enterprise, whether it is a remote office, branch office, to a mid-market enterprise, to a large enterprise having distributed setup. Whether you are looking at storing applications for data for your online applications, data which has to be accessed frequently for different kind of business requirements. Whether I am looking at nearline access, where I would not want to access the data on a real-time basis, but I would like to look at a frequent access to that data. Or I want to create an infrastructure, because when I have a large data center, I need infrastructure in terms of not just compute or storage. I also need ability to integrate the compute with storage, which is where the networking infrastructure plays a role. So there you have the SAN and the LAN infrastructure which HP is delivering to the market today. When all these elements are coming in, I need to manage these different elements together or in isolation. I need to create an infrastructure which is being viewed as a single pane of infrastructure. So HP offers offerings which are built around different element managers and comprehensive solutions which help you to manage this entire set of components as one single device. And built actually around this are different levels of services which offer service offerings which are in line with the business needs, because there are enterprises which are critical enterprises which cannot afford to have any kind of downtimes. So you're looking at 5 lines of availability, you might be looking at double lines of availability. All that really translates to different quality of service. Once you create an infrastructure on storage, there are different types of tools that you might need in terms of store different kinds of devices, whether you're looking at storage area networks, network attached storages, or dedicated storage elements for different applications, like storage purely designed to optimize messaging applications like Microsoft Exchange, storage which is purely optimized to deliver business warehouse solutions, storage which are optimized to deliver excellent results when you're looking at a virtual infrastructure solutions. And of course, archival playing a very important role, because people are looking at archiving their older sets of data, and the data repository is growing. So HP offers solutions around this. There are protection being a major concern, security in terms of access, in terms of ability to encrypt data while the data is being stored on storage, ability to encrypt data when I'm transporting data across different locations using storage infrastructure. So we offer devices and tools or software engines which help you to create a completely secure infrastructure solution when it comes to the storage infrastructure. When I'm looking at protecting that information, because what's important is I need to protect information also away from online applications, because when the data is online, I need to have a repository of that copy of the data in an offline mode. So there are different technologies which organizations can deploy, starting right from a small disk-based backup device to an LTO normal LTO single tape, to a large enterprise libraries, to the virtual tape library architectures. So we are offering solutions around that. When we look at comprehensive solutions which will be deployed by data centers, we are also looking at a virtual platform. So we have capabilities to virtualize storage devices at different layers, whether you talk about disk-based storages, whether you talk about tape-based storages, or whether you talk of networks with the IT SAN, or when you are talking in FC SAN. Now, to couple this with the kind of services that organizations would deploy, normal service requirement could be essentially around just delivering a break-fix services to be deployed to meet the service level agreements which different businesses may require. Or extending this further, you could possibly looking at consulting and design effort from HP in terms of helping you create an ecosystem which is designed to meet your current requirement and has a capability to scale out to your future business requirements. So HP offers services, capabilities for our customers and partners alike to create an architecture which is based on your business needs that you may want to define today and take it forward as you plan your growth plan. We also offer services which are more built around enterprise services, where we are looking at creating an infrastructure and delivering that infrastructure completely as a service, and not just an infrastructure, but also running those applications which are your business applications and deliver it to you as a service on a pay-per-use basis, or on an annual basis kind of environment, because there are different entities who really are looking at different kind of business model to deploy their IT infrastructure. I just quickly wanted to share with you, we have been continuously innovating. In fact, HP as a technology vendor has always been associated with innovation. In fact, if you look, if you recollect, a couple of years back, our logo had an underlying statement called Invent. So while that Invent has, the logo has been changed, but that invention still continues in this organization. And we have been really innovating a lot of technology devices, lot of technology developments in this space. So I quickly wanted to share with you some of the technologies that HP innovated in last 12 months, and going further, we are going to be building more and more around some of these technologies. So if I look at where we started in the March of 2010, we actually launched a scalable file system designed for high performance technical computing and large file system environments, which were based on parallel scalable file systems called hybrids. Then we came out with a P4800, which is built on our iSCSI based virtualization platform, which allows you to virtualize storage running on an IP network, and you can actually have your storage infrastructure building blocks sitting across, not just in the same data center, but it could be across multiple data centers sitting across different floors or different buildings. So this helps you to mitigate your risks have a distributed workload and yet give you a massive scalability. Then we were the first ones to come out with the LTO Gen 5 based drive technology. As you are aware, LTO is a consortium of 3 vendors and HP is one of the leading technology vendor in that consortium. And we continue to innovate and in the tape backup technology. The other area that we pioneered was around disk-to-disk backup. Now, traditionally, the tape has been the area of backup technology which most of our enterprises have been deploying in the past. But what is really changing over a period of time is the way businesses are demanding the availability of data, right? Everything is becoming 24/7. I cannot have the liberty or have the freedom to, have longer downtimes or ability to restore it over longer periods. So there are changes in the technology with the changing business needs, and people have started looking at the best of the breed technologies. And best of the breed when you look at backup is when I can have, from storage perspective, 2 mediums, disk and tape. But if you look at the behavior of these technologies, they are very different. Disk is an excellent random device, but tape is an excellent sequential device. So if I could have a combination of these technologies together and deliver a result, I could possibly have the best of the 2 technologies. And that's where the innovation around virtual tape libraries or disk devices came up. And HP has been pioneering this space. And we have launched certain technologies built around the disk-based backup, which we call it as store ones. Store ones because these also come inbuilt with capabilities to do deduplication, thereby giving you optimized storage capacity. And not just optimized storage capacities, but they are also built in with capability to do a remote replication. So unlike the traditional architectures where we used to use storage-based replication for business continuity, using these devices, we can actually offload the remote replication workload from the production storages and handle only the pure replication functionalities outside the production, infrastructure, thereby optimizing not just the production performance, but also my bandwidth requirements in terms of capacities and meeting the business objective of having a very robust business continuity infrastructure. Then we had the P2000 storage device, which was essentially targeted for having, consolidation platform for SME enterprises which are looking at deploying iSCSI and FC combined from an easy to manage, simple to deploy infrastructure. For the large enterprises, we launched a P9500, which is the next generation of our the ever popular XP storages that some of you here must have heard about. Some of the most mission critical environments in the country, whether these are large core banking like the State Bank of India or the Bank of India or Bank of Baroda, or if you look at large oil companies like Oil India, Oil and Natural Gas Commission, Indian Oil Corporation, they are all running their core infrastructure out of the XP platform, which we are transitioning now to the P9000 series. And with the P9500, we also launched the advent of the new drive technologies, which are built on SAS-based low form factor, small form factor disk technologies. So we are actually really continuously innovating, and as we move forward in the year 2011. You are going to be seeing more and more innovations which are going to be, coming around. In fact, the next month onwards, you will start seeing lot of appliances which are tuned to deliver for certain specific applications, which HP will be bringing to table to you as our esteemed customer and partners. And we really look forward to, partnering with you around some of these. So with that, I will quickly, end this session right now. We can have a question and answer post session. I'll be hanging around there. Thank you.